Invertible functions. So what are invertible functions? A function from x to y is called invertible if there's one more function that's from y to x such that g of f is equal to ix and f of g is equal to iy. Then the function g is called inverse of f and is denoted by f inverse. G is called f inverse. So if you have function from x to y, so we have function from x to y, and there is this function from g, this from y to x, just the inverted way. And if you take f of g, that becomes ix. If you take g of f, that becomes iy. In that case, g is called inverse of this function f. Also, if the function is invertible, it must be 1, 1 and onto. As I told, if the function is bijective, that is, it is 1, 1 and onto, then that function is invertible. And that is why we study a special type called bijective that has property of 1, 1 and onto. Logically also, if you see there are two functions, let's suppose from 1, 2, 3 it goes to a, b, c. If it is 1, 1 and it is onto, there is no extra element. If you flip it, if you flip this, this becomes a, b, c to 1, 2, 3. Correct? But if you see, this is not 1, 1. Let's suppose there is a function that has value 1, 2, 3 and it has value a, b, c. It is not 1, 1. Both 1, 2 points to b and 3 points to c. In this case, if you see, if you invert this function becomes ABC here, and a points to both 1 and 2 and b points to 3. If you see this function, one input a is giving two output. That is not possible. So it is not function altogether. So if it is not 101, the inverse won't exist. Also, even if it is, let's suppose 101 and this is not onto, there is an extra element c for which there is no value in this codomain. So such case also the inverse doesn't exist. So we can analyze here that for inverse to exist, function must be 101 and onto, and then only the function is invertible. This is function, you flip it and this becomes inverse also. So if this is f, this is nothing but f inverse. Correct? This is f, this is f inverse. And for this, the function f has to be 101 and onto. Here we have shown that this function was not 101, so this inverse was incorrect. Also, if it is not onto, this inverse is